How much time do you spend thinking about how you don't want things to be? It is a major mistake that will keep you from your goals. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why and what to think instead. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brian Granger. I'm a life coach and a weight loss coach, and I help serial dieters get out of the diet mentality, stop sabotaging their weight loss, and actually start creating healthy changes that become a life you can actually live. Get to goal? Stay there. Now, for you, whether your goals are for weight loss or healthy living, or for relationships or finances or career, if you've been spending time thinking about how you don't want things to be, you're going to be shortchanging yourself. You're going to be sabotaging your ultimate success. So what should you think instead? And the answer seems obvious, but it's not one that we often actually answer. And the question is, what do you want your future to be? How do you want it to be? It always amazes me that when I talk to people about the future, how difficult a question this often is for many people. And so if it is for you, don't feel bad. This is normal. It's very easy. Our brain is very motivated to go away from bad things. That's protecting us from pain, from danger in our biological wiring. But actually, having a clear picture of what you do want instead is really important for creating momentum, for actually creating compelling movement towards creating it. Otherwise, your brain kind of doesn't know where to go, and it will just revert to what it doesn't want. It will just go back to away from danger. I hear so many people talking about, I don't want a heart attack, or I don't want to feel so tired and uncomfortable all the time. I don't want everything to feel so hard. I don't want to feel powerless or hopeless or worthless. I don't want to be in this pain anymore. And so if you're in that situation, or you've been in that situation, I hear you, I feel you. I used to be in that situation myself. It's where I started my weight loss journey. But I realized along the way that just moving away from something doesn't actually get you to where you ultimately want to be. So before I get into more of that, I do want to remind you that if you are sitting there thinking that you're powerless, you're hopeless, you're worthless, I want to offer for you that you're wrong. You are amazing, you are powerful, you are worthy already. You just haven't spent time actually defining how you want your future to be, what you want that life to look like, what you actually want the results to be. And today, I want to encourage you to do that. It's time to get clear about what you actually want. So know that whatever your mind focuses on, you create. So if you spend time focusing on how uncomfortable things are, you'll draw your mind's attention to it, and you'll experience more discomfort in your life. If you tell your brain that you're tired all the time, it'll go looking for all of the ways that it's true for you. You'll feel more tired. Our brain has a cognitive bias. It likes to be right. And it also amplifies whatever it is you tell it is important. And how do you tell it something's important? You repeat it. You think those thoughts or say those words over and over again. And it draws your brain, both your conscious cognitive brain and your subconscious, towards it. I really want you to consider that. How much time are you spending on, I don't want it to be like this anymore. I don't want to be doing that. I don't want to be making these choices. I don't want to have this situation. I want you to consider that in contrast. For instance, if you start noticing that things are getting a little easier, you experience more ease. If you pay attention to all of the things that are going well in your life, you'll experience more positivity, more forward momentum, more happiness. If you practice gratitude, you'll find more things to be grateful for. One of the reasons it works like this is because when you start thinking about things you don't want, your brain kind of just skips over the don't, right? And it will just create more of whatever the rest of that sentence was, right? Don't believe me? Try this exercise. I don't want you to think of a whale swimming in the ocean. Don't think of a pink flamingo. Don't think of the last time you were hurt or in pain or frustrated. See? Your brain ignores the don't and tells you the other part that's important. So what do you want instead? How do you want to feel? What do you want your life to be like? What do you want to be doing and experiencing? Of course, it's important here not to just focus on the result. Everybody always wants to focus on just that, right? And often we think about that, we just name a result, an expected result or something we've been schooled or socialized to think is the thing, right? When I win the lotto, when I lose all my weight, when I have the perfect partnership, when I find the career I love, doing work that's important, all those sorts of things, I'll be happier there, right? And notice we never really give that any real consideration or question. We just think, oh, that would be nice. It would actually be better there than here. Now, don't get me wrong, I used to think that too. I used to think, oh, when I lose all my weight, then I'll be happier. Then I'll be more attractive. Then I will be more popular. Then everything in my life will just suddenly be sunshine and rainbows. I'm sorry to tell you, it doesn't work that way. Life's 50-50. We have sometimes that we feel good, we feel positive, we experience positive emotions, we have joy and pleasure in our life. And sometimes when we don't. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. And you know what? That's going to be true of your life in the future. You'll have some good times and some not so good times. So why bother? Well, because you do care for you, right? If it's not better there, why bother doing it? Because in the achieving of it, in the living of it in the now, we can improve our experience right now. We can love ourselves towards change. We can both love ourselves and love where we're at and appreciate that and move towards somewhere else, just because it might be more fun or more interesting. Doesn't make it better than here. So it is important to have your compelling why. Find out why it matters for you in your life, that you want to create change, that you do reach those goals. Make sure you like those reasons. And if you do, then let's create them. That's what I love to help you do. And so the question becomes, what do I want to focus my attention on? Do I want to keep focusing on more of what I don't want? Or can I spend some time focusing my attention, bringing my magnificent brain power towards what I do want in my life? And so, yes, you might have more energy and you might be healthier and you might be at lower risk of disease and you may be able to do more things in your life. And you might have a different relationship with your body there, right? With your self-esteem and your self-confidence. They all changed for me, but they didn't change at the end. It wasn't like I hadn't gotten the goal and then I suddenly got to goal and bam, everything changed. No, it happens in the process. You have to do the work to create those things in order to reach your goal, right? It's how do you actually want to be living? What is the process that you want to be focusing on and following to achieve that result, right? Don't just think about what do I want in my life at the result. What do I want in my life now? Right? What will living that life goal look like? What habits will I be practicing on the way to get there and when I get there? And a year after my goal and 2 years after my goal, what habits will I actually be practicing? What is the day-to-day living of life at goal going to be like? Like, this is where most diets and most exercise programs fail people. I think it just becomes all about the promise of getting there rather than actually living there, making it a way of life. So I really take some time to stop and consider, what do I want my life to be looking like? What do I want my relationship with food, with other people, with exercise, with myself to be like? What actions will I be taking? How will I be feeling? What will I do when I'm not feeling that way? How do I manage the negative 50-50? Right? How will I manage the positive 50 differently? These really are important questions to answer, because when you answer them, they'll give you a clear direction to focus towards, a clear description for your brain to amplify. Remember, drawing your brain's attention to it is how you tell it it's important and how you create more of your experience of it in your reality. We really think it into being. Yes, we have to take action, but we have to do it from that clear thought first. So firstly, it gives you a clear path to work towards, realistic goals, tangible goals. And secondly, it allows you to bring some of those answers to all the questions, how will I be feeling, what will I be doing, what actions will I be taking, into your life right now. It actually gives you the step-by-step path to creating the future you want. You already know, it's already within you. All of the actions are already there, right? So if I want it to be easy at goal, what steps can I take now to make it easy? If I want to have more energy then at goal, how can I create more energy in my life, in my body now? What can I do for that? And so on. If I want to be happier, how do I bring more happiness into my life? If I want to be more amazed at myself and my accomplishments, how much time am I looking at those now? How am I creating it now? When you start practicing those things that you want ultimately in the present, when you start implementing them, it starts to become your reality. And this is the big difference. It's not enough just to be consuming information, to be learning, to be understanding. It is in the practice of it, in the day-to-day living of it, right? It's not enough to be hoping and wanting and desiring the future, even focusing, if you're not also acting, if you're not taking action from the vision of what you actually want, instead of just moving away from what you don't. If you're not sure how to do that, I have put together a worksheet, and I actually think it's a really good time. We're over halfway through 2020 at the time of this recording. It is July, it's July 21st, actually. And so what I've done is I've pulled back out my goal 2020 clarity worksheet. It's really helpful worksheet to help you get clear about what you actually want, what matters to you in your life, and why that's important. It also gives you a path to how to develop the habits and what actions to take in order to make it a reality, along with a daily progress tracker so that you can see how you are making it happen. If you do want that worksheet, the link is in the description for this video. Can you switch your focus from what you don't want to what you do? Can you get really clear about that? Right? Write down all of the things you want, the thoughts, the feelings, the behaviors. And chances are you'll probably find there are some that contradict each other We have competing priorities. That's okay. Just know it. And then the question is not which one should I have, but how do I have these in a balance that works for me? How do I have these in a balance? Now, doing that is beyond the scope of this video, but it is something I help with people with all of the time. So if you do want some personal help to clarify the future you want, or you want some help actually making that future a reality, then head to livemorelife.com.au and book a free consultation call. Let's talk about what it might be like for you, and if it makes sense, how I can help you achieve it. While you're on the website, you can also pick out my 10 secrets to long-term weight loss. It's a great little guide to get you started, 10 steps that I think are really important. And if this has been helpful for you, then please give me a like, give me a reaction. If you know someone else who could use hearing this information, please tag them in the comments or send them the link to the video. If you're watching on YouTube or on my video blog, make sure you subscribe. My name is Brian Granger from Live More Life Coaching, and I hope this has been helpful for you. And I want to offer for you that you can actually create the reality you want. You can have the future you desire, but you do have to get very clear about what that is first. So maybe let me know in the comments, what do you want in your future? And let's go and make it. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye for now.